everyone, welcome back to the English Learning Podcast channel. I'm your host, Shanto, here to help you improve your English while having fun.
And I'm Sarah, your co-host, here to give you the best tips.
Today, we're diving into an exciting topic: how to speak English like a native.
That's right. Many of you have asked for tips to sound more fluent and natural in English, and today, we're here to deliver.
Whether it's mastering pronunciation, understanding idioms, or getting comfortable with native expressions, we'll share practical strategies you can start using today. So, are you ready to improve your English? Let's get started.
Around 97% of people who watch my videos don't subscribe. Please subscribe, it really motivates me to create more and more videos.
One of the key differences between native speakers and English learners is pronunciation and intonation. These aspects can make a big difference in how natural and fluent you sound.
Absolutely. English has a unique rhythm and stress pattern. For example, the word record changes meaning based on stress. Record refers to something recorded, while record means to capture or save information. Stressing the correct syllable helps convey the intended meaning.
To improve, practice listening to native speakers. Pay close attention to how they stress words and where their voice rises and falls. Mimicking their tone and rhythm is a great way to sound more natural.
Another fun way to practice is by using tongue twisters or singing along to songs. Tongue twisters improve pronunciation and help you tackle tricky sounds like the th in, this or think. Singing helps you become comfortable with intonation and flow.
And don't forget to work on connected speech. Native speakers often blend words. For example, they'll say gonna instead of going to or wanna instead of want to. Understanding and using connected speech will make your English sound smoother and more fluent. Keep practicing consistently.
Expanding your vocabulary is crucial for expressing yourself like a native speaker. A rich vocabulary makes your speech more precise and natural.
That's true, but it's not just about learning as many words as possible. It's about using them naturally in everyday conversations.
A good starting point is to focus on common idioms and phrases. For example, instead of saying, "I'm very tired," you can say, "I'm exhausted." Or replace "it's easy" with, "it's a piece of cake." Using such expressions adds a native touch to your speech.
Another important area is phrasal verbs, which are widely used by native speakers. Instead of saying "exit the vehicle," a native speaker would say, "get out of the car." Mastering these makes your English sound more authentic.
Reading is an excellent way to build vocabulary. Books, articles, and blogs expose you to different contexts and styles. Keep a notebook handy to jot down new words or phrases, then practice using them in sentences. This active learning approach helps make those words a natural part of your speech.
Idiomatic expressions are a defining feature of native English. They're phrases that often don't make sense if you interpret them literally, but they're commonly used in everyday conversations.
For example, "it's raining cats and dogs" means, it's raining very heavily, not that animals are falling from the sky. Similarly, "break a leg" is a way to wish someone good luck, especially before a performance.
Learning idioms can feel challenging at first, but understanding their context makes it easier. Watching movies, TV shows, or YouTube videos featuring native speakers is a great way to observe how and when these expressions are used.
And don't hesitate to try them out in your conversations. Even if you make mistakes, it's all part of the learning journey. Practicing idioms helps you feel more comfortable using them naturally over time.
So, start experimenting with idioms today. They'll not only enhance your vocabulary but also help you sound more fluent and native-like. Thinking in English is one of the most effective ways to sound more natural when speaking.
That's because translating from your native language to English slows you down. Plus, translations often miss the subtle nuances that make English unique.
A great way to build this habit is by narrating your daily activities in English. For example, as you go about your day, think to yourself, "I'm brushing my teeth," or "I'm heading to work." This simple exercise helps you form sentences directly in English.
Another helpful tip is to change your phone, computer, or other devices to English. Immersing yourself in the language in everyday settings forces you to think and respond in English more quickly and naturally.
The key is consistency. The more you practice thinking in English, the less you'll rely on translation, and the more fluent you'll become.
Let's learn some vocabulary related to today's topic.
The first word is convey. Definition: to express a thought, feeling, or idea so that it is understood by other people. Example: his poetry conveys a great sense of religious devotion. The second word is precise. Definition: exact and accurate. Example: the bunker's precise location is a closely guarded secret. The third word is immerse. Definition: to become completely involved in something. Example: she immersed herself wholly in her work.
Many learners stress over grammar, but focusing too much on rules can hold you back from speaking naturally.
Exactly. The goal is to communicate clearly, not to strive for perfection. Even native speakers don't use perfect grammar all the time in casual conversations.
Start by mastering basic sentence structures. Instead of worrying about complex tenses, focus on the essentials: past, present, and future. These cover most everyday situations.
You can also practice using common sentence patterns like, "I need to," or "I'd like to." They're simple, yet incredibly versatile, and will help you express yourself in a variety of contexts.
As you build confidence and become more comfortable speaking, you can gradually explore advanced grammar. But for now, prioritize fluency and communication over perfection. Keep practicing.
To speak like a native, you first must understand how native speakers communicate in real life.
Exactly. Listening is key. It helps you pick up pronunciation, slang, and the natural flow of speech. The more you listen, the more familiar you'll become with how English is spoken.
A good starting point is listening to podcasts designed for English learners. Once you feel comfortable, you can move on to more advanced content, like movies, TV shows, or news broadcasts.
But don't just listen passively. Actively engage by repeating what you hear. Focus on mimicking the pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm of native speakers. This technique, known as shadowing, is a great way to improve fluency.
The more you immerse yourself in native speech, the more natural your own English will sound. Practice daily, and you'll see progress.
Confidence is essential to sounding like a native. Many learners hesitate because they fear making mistakes.
But mistakes are a natural part of learning. Each one is an opportunity to grow and improve.
Practice with supportive people, friends, language partners, or tutors who encourage you. Joining online communities can also help you connect with others on the same journey, creating a safe space to practice.
Don't hold back. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become in expressing yourself naturally. Every conversation, no matter how small, helps you get closer to your goal.
Remember, confidence grows with time and effort. Believe in yourself and embrace the process. You're doing great.
Finally, remember that consistency is key. You won't start sounding like a native overnight, but regular practice will get you there.
Set realistic and achievable goals to keep yourself motivated. For example, learn one new phrase daily or aim to have a short conversation in English every week. Small steps add up over time.
Use tools and resources to stay on track. Apps like Duolingo, HelloTalk, or language exchange programs can make practice more accessible and engaging.
And don't forget to celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each new word you learn or conversation you have is a step closer to your goal of speaking like a native.
Stay consistent, keep practicing, and enjoy the journey. You're doing great.
Let's learn some vocabulary related to today's topic.
The first word is incredibly. Definition: used for saying that something is very difficult to believe. Example: we missed our flight but, incredibly, got there on time. The second word is familiar. Definition: easy to recognize because of being seen, met, heard, etc. before. Example: I'm not familiar with current research in the field. The third word is consistent. Definition: always behaving or happening in a similar, especially positive, way. Example: her work is sometimes good, but the problem is she's not consistent.
So, to summarize, focus on pronunciation, expand your vocabulary, use idiomatic expressions, think in English, and practice consistently.
Remember, speaking like a native takes time and effort, but with patience and dedication, you'll get there.
Thanks for tuning in today. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends.
See you next time for more tips and strategies to help you learn English. Until then, keep practicing and stay confident.